You would be forgiven for rolling your eyes or having a degree of skepticism when you hear about self-help books. After all, there are a lot of bad ones out there, full of pseudo-techniques that are just common sense. Today we will be changing your mind about all that and introducing you to some great self-help books that are actually useful, practical, and tangible. We have come up with a list of 5, each of which focus on a different aspect of your life. You are guaranteed to pick up some life-changing tips along the way, so make sure you stick around. Starting off with number 5, Atomic Habits. Whether you want to learn how to play the guitar or live a healthier lifestyle, James Clear offers a simple and straight path for improving. In this book, he reveals strategies that will teach you how to form good habits or break bad ones. The main idea behind James's philosophy is to stop focusing on the goals, but rather focus on the system you are following. If you have trouble forming a new habit or breaking an old one, the problem is not you. The problem is the system that you are following. Goals are the final result that you want to achieve. Winners and losers have the same goals. Systems are the processes that will lead you to those goals, and it's these systems that separate winners from losers. You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. The process of building a habit can be divided into 4 simple steps. The cue can be anything that triggers the habit, like location, time of day, or emotional state. The craving is the idea that you don't actually crave the thing you do. You crave the outcome it provides. You do not crave drinking coffee, you crave the energy you feel after drinking it. The response is the actual habit you perform. It is the reaction towards the craving and acting to obtain the reward. The reward is achieving the end goal, which will be the culmination of the previous 3 steps. This simple process uses the compound effect, which is the idea that taking small steps towards your goals over a period of time will accumulate to be something larger. Now, using this simple process of building a habit using cues, cravings, and responses, the author suggests a method for building a good habit and breaking a bad habit. You can create a good habit by making it obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying. You can break a bad habit by making it invisible, unattractive, difficult, and unsatisfying. There are a lot of different books on breaking or building habits, but Atomic Habits is the best of them. It is action-orientated and breaks down goals into smaller, tangible systems, which means it reads more like an instructions manual rather than fluffy, nonsensical, common-sense advice. Number 4, 12 Rules for Life. This book is by renowned psychologist Jordan B. Peterson, who is famous for his controversial opinions across a number of topics, like religion, philosophy, and politics. He uses history and psychology to explain why you do what you do, and how you can live a better life. Interestingly, he compares your nervous system to that of a lobster and proceeds to use your standing posture to calculate success. As you can see, this is not your typical self-help book. Peterson writes in a humorous and light tone, which makes this an easy read. Here is an overview of the 12 rules for life. Stand up straight with your shoulders straight. Treat yourself like someone you are responsible for helping. Befriend people who want the best for you. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not the useless person you are today. Don't let your children do anything that makes you dislike them. Set your house in order before you criticize the world. Pursue what is meaningful, not what is expedient. Tell the truth, or at the very least, do not lie. Assume the person you are listening to knows something you don't. Be precise in your speech. Do not bother children while they are skateboarding. And pet a cat when you encounter one in the street. These rules are backed up by the knowledge of scientific research and religious scripture. But whether you consider yourself to be religious or not, this will help you develop a higher sense of self, life, and discipline. Number 3. How to win friends and influence people. Since its inception in 1936, How to Win Friends and Influence People has sold more than 30 million copies. This book by Dale Carnegie is considered a self-help classic that has helped thousands of people up the ladder of success in their personal and business life. The core idea is that you can easily change someone else's behavior simply by changing your own behavior. Another thing that sets this book apart from other self-help books is the way it's structured. Carnegie uses the art of humorous and engaging storytelling to convey each technique. This charming style means it is relatable, entertaining, and full of great advice without feeling like your typical self-help book. Here are some techniques that are covered. The fundamental techniques of handling people are giving sincere appreciation and not criticizing, condemning, or complaining. You can make people like you by being genuinely interested in them, smiling, remembering names, and making them feel important. For this, it is crucial to be a good listener and to do this sincerely. If you want to be persuasive and win people over to your way of thinking, there are a lot of things you can do. You have to show respect for their opinions, avoid arguments, admit when you are wrong, let them feel it was their idea, be sympathetic, appeal to noble motives, dramatize your ideas, and always remain friendly. To be a leader, it is important to avoid offending people or arousing resentment. You have to begin with praise and honest appreciation, call attention to mistakes indirectly, acknowledge your own mistakes, ask questions rather than being too directive, and avoid humiliating people and praise them instead. Using encouragement, taking people's ideas on board, and being forgiving for mistakes are all key factors to being a successful leader. Number 2. The first 20 hours. A common misconception is that if you want to learn a skill, you need to practice it for 10,000 hours. This is equal to 5.5 years of daily 5 hours practice. Well, we don't have that kind of time, do you? If you are someone who has a short attention span, finds it difficult to be consistent in your endeavors, and jumps from one hobby to another with the end net result being 0, the first 20 hours will revolutionize your method of learning. This book says that the early days of learning are the optimal time where you can get good at something with just a little bit of practice. And that little bit of practice equates to just 20 hours, not 10,000. All you need is a method of focused and deliberate practice with just 4 simple steps. 1. Deconstruct the skill. Most of the things we think of as skills are actually big bundles of many smaller sub-skills. The more you are able to break apart the skill into its smaller counterparts, the easier it becomes to learn it. 2. Learn enough to self-correct. You should learn enough about each sub-skill to be able to practice and self-correct during practice. 3. Remove the barrier. Most skills can be learned and are not actually difficult to master, rather than being based solely on natural skill. You have to remember this no matter how difficult external barriers make them appear. 4. Practice. Lastly, you need to use these tools to simply practice for at least 20 hours. Number 1. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. This is an autobiographical self-help book about 2 main characters from the life of the author: his real father, the poor dad, and his best friend's rich dad. He tells the story of how these dads shaped his financial mindset to build a life of wealth and freedom. If you are new to the world of finance, want to learn how to handle your money better and secure your financial future, this book will open your eyes. The book operates on the basic principle of making your money work for you by using it to acquire assets instead of liabilities. Assets are things like stocks, bonds, and real estate, which generate money and increase in value over time, whereas liabilities are things like mortgages, which simply take money out of your pocket. The book is by no means an instant way of becoming a millionaire, because no book can do that for you. Instead, you should take the advice on board to understand why you are in your current financial situation and what you can do to maximize your wealth. And there you have it, the 5 best self-help books to revolutionize your 2021. You can find links in the description where you can buy copies of each of these books. If you shop, you support our channel as well. Let us know which book you like the sound of and which new skill you'll be learning next in the comments below. If you found this helpful, why not check out the other self-improvement videos on our channel. Thanks for watching, we'll be back soon with more content like this.